Hey, how's it going guys? Jack and Matt here with the Toasty Bros, and today we're going to be doing a $500 gaming setup.
This setup features a $250 PC we just built on the channel. It features some used parts but has some really awesome value for the money. But before we talk about this full setup, let's hear a word from today's sponsor, Lexar.
Lexar is who we go with to get the fastest and most reliable parts because, well, we're video editors and we make videos and we need to have the absolute best SD cards, storage, you name it, so make sure you check them out.
Stay tuned until the end of today's video to learn more about their M.2 drive, which will allow you to up your storage game on your PC. Thanks again to Lexar for sponsoring today's video. Now let's go over this full setup and how we made it happen.
So in case you're new to the channel, when we say full setup, we basically mean this is everything you need to get started, basically minus a desk and a chair. So with this, you get things like mouse mat, you get a keyboard, you get an RGB mouse, and RGB keyboard, and RGB mouse mat. You also get the headset, you get the monitor, and you get, of course, the full PC, which is basically ready to go with Windows on it.
Now how about we go ahead and talk about this gaming PC for those who didn't see the full video on it, and then talk about what makes up this $500 gaming setup.
So what exactly we have in this $250 gaming PC is, this is a Dell Optiplex motherboard that we basically bought an E3-1230, which is a 4-core 8-thread. It's on par with the i7-2600, just minus integrated graphics. We also have 12 gigs of RAM because it happened to come with a 4 gig stick, and we bought 2 4 gig sticks. We also have a Sapphire RX 470, which, by the way, only has one display out, so keep that in mind. You know, this is a really cheap one, but you can get ones that have more. We just wanted to get like the absolute cheapest one possible. Thermaltake Smart 430 watt. We have a 256 gig silicon power SSD, which obviously this is our Intel drive, so it says Intel on it, but just pretend that the other SSD is in there. We have an RGB strip, which are about $5. And then we have this all inside of the Deep Cold Matrix 30. Now, obviously this PC is a majority used parts, but they are good parts. But if you wanted to go with the newer PC for about $100 to $200 more, I'd say you could probably get started with an all new parts Ryzen build or something along those lines.
All right guys, now let's talk about all the peripherals. What we have right here is a monitor we actually used in another setup we did recently. This is the Scepter E248W, which is a 1080p 75Hz IPS monitor that comes in at a pretty nice price point, normally under $100. If you want to know up-to-date pricing, link is in the description down below. Yes, prices do change sometimes when we release these videos, so do keep that in mind, but we'll try to keep the best links available in the description down below. But for a setup this cheap at $500, a single 1080p 75Hz seemed like the best option. You can always opt for a 144Hz if you do get a better PC, but again, it's a $250 computer. It really doesn't need that much of a crazy monitor if you're going to get game performance out of it. Now this right here is a beautiful collection of RGB peripherals, and yes, this whole setup's only $500. Again, what we have right here first with the mouse is the Tilted Nation Deadshot. This is a mouse we've used many times here in our setup roundup because for 20 bucks, it's a really awesome mouse. It's as well built as some of the other mice on the market out there that are more expensive, and well, it has beautiful RGB. Can't really complain too much about that. This keyboard right here is actually one of our favorite keyboards from our top 5 keyboard roundup under $60. This is the AJAZZ gaming keyboard. Now this does come with red switches, which I know a lot of you like, and we made that roundup specifically to make sure we use red switches. It comes with a volume knob. It is a 10 keyless keyboard and RGB, and it comes with these custom colorful keycaps to make it look really nice. One of my favorite keyboards definitely from that roundup, and it looks really nice. And lastly, on top of this mouse mat, well, this is the mouse mat, what am I talking about? This is the Tilted Nation mouse mat with RGB around the edge. We went the Tilted Nation one because we had it on hand, but you can actually get a ton of these mouse mats on Amazon from a wide different range of brands, and you can get different colors and things like that, and they're all around normally 20 bucks. So this one right here, around the same price, we decided to opt for this one. And lastly, making its grand return to the Toasty Bros channel, this is the MPOW gaming headset. This was the headset we used so many times in like all our full setups, and it's been a while, but our video editor's actually been using this thing for video editing. You could just see the sweat on it from when he used it, but okay, sorry, Calstrad. But really, for the price at like $20, you get some really awesome sound. The microphone is way better than some of the other budget headsets on the market that sometimes sound like fighter pilot headsets. But really, this is one of the best value headsets for $20, and that's why we recommend it. It does look really nice overall, and for 20 bucks, cannot complain. And now that we've gone over this full setup, which actually looks really nice, and I'm very excited to game on it, why don't we go ahead and game on it, shall we? All right, guys, now that we have this setup all put together, we're gonna jump into a game of Warzone. Now with this PC, again, if you wanna see full benchmarks on this PC, definitely go check out the other video that we did on it. But we're mainly just gonna showcase how this setup works when we play games like Warzone. So we're gonna jump into a BR Solos match and see how we do. Now we are using the speakers that are built into the monitor because we want you guys to be able to hear some gameplay footage, but of course, yes, you could use the MPOW headset when you're actually using this setup, but it does come with speakers, so if you do want to go that option as well, you have the option built into the Scepter monitor. All right, guys, we are here in Warzone on solos. Now, this PC is not perfect for a game like Warzone. Again, it is a $250 computer, but we are getting decent results on low settings here. We'll go ahead and dive in and see if we can get some kills. But I mean, hey, this setup for $500, considering we built $500 PCs before on the channel, I mean, you really cannot complain too much about it. All right, gamers, we're gonna go to the hottest drop that we can, go to Query and see if we can get some kills. I feel like we can. Do you believe? Comment down below if you believe. One thing's for sure, even with a budget PC, if you can fit even like 12 gigs of RAM, which is what we ended up doing with this setup, it does go a long way in games like this that definitely will utilize more RAM than you have if you're just going with an 8 gig configuration. Coming in hot. Ooh, look at that, boys. I cannot hear anything without headphones, but I managed to get that kill. So you know what? Regardless of what happens next, I got my kill. Yeah, I really do like this keyboard. This was definitely one of my favorite keyboards from the top 5 roundup that we did, which again, check that video out if you haven't seen that already. Oh, goodness. Wow, that guy was absolute garbage. Oh my goodness, I can't believe he didn't kill me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, and then his friend killed me, or someone else who came running up. But hey, you know what? I managed to kill that guy. That guy was really confused on why I killed him. I have no idea how I killed him, actually. But hey, let's get a Gulag win, and then we'll go ahead and switch it up to another game real quick. All right. We don't lose in the Gulag. Oh, we lose in the Gulag. All right, guys. Hey, I mean, this setup is pretty good. Again, $500 setup, 1080p, 75 hertz monitor. Get pretty close to 75 FPS most of the time, so you can take advantage of that. Hey, not too bad. Managed to get some kills. That's all that really matters. Let's try another game real quick, shall we?
All right, we now are playing Doom because Doom is a pretty high intensive graphics game. We're on 1920 by 1080p doing high settings, and we have both this over here and this. We're giving you guys like double the FPS, and they aren't agreeing right now. We're getting close to our 65 hertz or 75 hertz, you know, whatever. I gotta remember how to do this. There we go. All right, so, you know, it's playable, but I'll tell you what, we're gonna lower some settings so we can just get a more playable experience, a little bit smoother. All right, so now we're trying, okay, yeah, medium setting, that seems to be hitting the spot. All right, so yeah, we're doing this. We're getting in there, yeah! Yeah! Yeah, overall though, it's a very playable experience. I mean, Doom, like I said, it's not an easy game to run on, you know, even high settings. So the fact that we're doing this with a, don't forget, $250 gaming PC, I think that's pretty impressive. And this whole entire setup being under $600 even, which is like the price of most PC builds that we'd probably say to start off with, is pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy.
We gotta kill this boss. We gotta kill the brain.
Ammo.
The brain boy. I can punch him. I don't need ammo.
You gotta get a nice little.
All right, so you see this guy right here. The thing is, I noticed he's not, okay, well, he's not alive now, but I noticed he wasn't wearing clothes, okay? And that really bothers me because, well, everybody needs clothes, and what better clothes to wear than Toasty Bros merch, which you can check out in the links in the description down below, or I don't know, maybe it'll be somewhere on the screen. I don't know what Matt does. He does some kind of cool things sometimes, so he knows. It could be anywhere, but yeah, make sure you check that out. And also, I approve this game. It runs well.
All right, let's try another game real quick, shall we? Great plug, shameless. All right, guys, the last game we're gonna be playing is good old Fortnite on pro settings. We're gonna dive into a solo match, try to get some kills, and then we'll wrap this video up real quick. Hey, bitch. Bro. Oh, you didn't want it, dude. You didn't want it. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Dude, 2 shotguns to the dome. All right.
You just broke armor.
I know, whatever. But hey, Fortnite runs on this setup. How about we go ahead and just wrap this video up real quick?
Thanks again to Lexar for sponsoring today's video. Are you looking to elevate your PC's performance with faster speed and more reliability? Then check out the Lexar NM610 M.2 NVMe SSD. This PCIe Gen 3 NVMe SSD is built with the latest 3D NAND flash and offers transfer speeds up to 2100 megabytes per second read and 1600 megabytes per second write. This SSD also comes in 250 gigabyte, 500 gigabyte, and 1 terabyte capacity options. So if if you're looking to upgrade your old NVMe drive or increase your storage capacity, be sure to check out the Lexar NM610 NVMe SSD and get the performance and reliability you need.
Alright guys, so for $500 and being able to play pretty much any game, of course on, medium and lower settings at sometimes, at 1080p though, you really can't complain.
This whole setup is a really awesome value for money. Of course, with any of the PC builds that we do, you could easily just swap it in, use these peripherals and have a really awesome experience, or vice versa. If you want to do different parts with a different PC or whatever you want to do, that's the beauty of the channel. We like to give you a lot of options to choose from, and if you are interested, links in the description down below. They are affiliate links that do help us out, and we'll try to keep them the most up-to-date we can with things that are in stock and the correct prices.
And one more thing to point out is that we actually could have gone cheaper. We probably could have made this about $400 because, well, we did get an RGB mouse mat. We got a nice RGB, almost $60 keyboard. We have this pretty nice RGB mouse, and then obviously 75 Hz 1080p. You could save a little bit of money just by kind of cutting some corners on costs and maybe make this even a $400 total setup. But you know what? We decided just for aesthetically pleasing and just to have some decent peripherals to start, especially if you want to upgrade the PC in the future, this is the best route to go.
So overall, we're very impressed with this setup. If you're interested in any other setups at any different price ranges, let us know in the comment section down below. I'll be interested to hear what you guys are looking out for, and if you're looking to build one very soon, we'll try to get a video out for you.
So as always, we really do appreciate you guys watching today's video. Don't forget to check out our other two YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/toastybros, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Boop, bop, bye. I don't know what that was. Sorry. Again, they paid the bills. So how about we go ahead? Okay. All right,
Hold
just
on.
breathe. Oh, and then talk about the rest of the
What do you mean? Oh wait, I see what you're saying now.
Are you struggling over there, dude?
Bro, why are you hiding?
Hey, hi. That sometimes sound like fighter pilot headsets. Really struggling here. It can be really bad.
Bro, why are you such a meme today?
I don't know. They're really bad.
Yeah.
But first, it wasn't today's spawn. One of our new builds. Wait, are you struggling with it?
Yeah, I made a funny face at you and he just kept talking and it made me laugh. All right.
So how about we go ahead and talk about this P real quick. All right.
Mikasa is gonna love this.
All right.